Alright, hello and welcome everyone to the European Elite League. I am Helium and I'll be bringing you the action tonight. Just a couple of games as it is getting late here. So, let's see what we got in store for ourselves tonight. It was a CL game, so let's check out and see what the teams were. The captains were Mantis and Solo. So Mantis drafted himself up Valera, Alicia, Gasai, and Sexy Bambo. Solo taking Havos, Dread, Mag, and Wicked Sick.
Radiant team
So some pretty solid teams for both sides. How I Met Your Brood Mother. Going to be taking out Pugna with that strong push with the Nether Blast. And of course that Nether Ward pretty annoying as well. Decrepify getting that buff. Life Drain, again, very strong. Natural Order for the Elder Titan. Still a first round ban. They take him out. That's going to be Naga as well as Lich taking the fall here. It's going to what the Radiant have banned out, so they take out the Naga. Some slight nerfs, still very good. They take out the Lich as well, but a little bit less about that. Crystal Maiden and Darkseer, the first two picks here by Solo. Very strong support. Now a little bit faster on that Crystal Maiden. Darkseer is going to be that second pick with the Ion Shell. Still a very strong laner. He can dip into the jungle as well if he needs it. It's going to be Clockwork and Mirana, so there's Clockwork with the cogs, with the battery salt as well as the hook to initiate, set up arrows for Mirana with the cog, so a very nice combination there, very powerful if they're landing their skill shots. Need to connect with those hooks, need to follow up with the arrows as well, and they've got the Moonlight Shadow if they need to disengage at any point in the game. Pretty nice spell. Also going to force out this Crystal Maiden and the other support to buy some Dust and Sentries early. Shouldn't be a problem here for the professional players, as Weaver and Viper are going to be both taken out, so those two annoying heroes. Viper now more so of a lane dominator than ever before. Now no cooldown and poison attack at any level. Weaver as well, pretty much unchanged. Attack a little slower. Abaddon, Queen of Pain, going to be the bans out on the Radiant. So we'll quit going over why heroes are being banned and picked because it's happening so fast. We've got Puck and Earthshaker, big team fight control. Dream Coils, that Waning Rift Silence, Fisher, as well as the Echo Slam from Earthshaker. Bit of a wombo combo team being started up there, not to mention the Freezing Field from Crystal Maiden, so press R and win potentially. Of course, it's going to be a little harder than that for Solo and friends. Shadow Demon Timbersaw is going to be the fourth pick there for Valera, who is actually drafting. They told him to draft. Some people didn't want to, apparently. Visage going to be in the pool until now, lasting all the way to that fifth ban. They take out the Visage, seeing that they do potentially need another support. Probably will need another support there. Over on the Dire, they take out Luna, and it's actually going to be Sniper picked up there last. So we'll see if Havos is going to be playing that Sniper. He's a pretty aggressive player, in case we didn't know, and we'll see what he can get done here on that Sniper if he does indeed play it. Silencer going to be that last pick, and as I mentioned, a lot of press R and win potential there coming out from the Radiant, so they pick up Silencer, looking to shut that down with that recently slightly buffed Global Silence there. Valera going to be handling the Silencer. Once again, European Elite League, and I am Helium. You can follow me on Twitter at HeliumBrella. You can also find out when and where we're going live. Go ahead and follow at NeoDota2. And of course, make sure to check out the other casters that are on this channel and follow them on Twitter as well, as we're going to get into the game here. And that being said, maybe I'll actually go use my Twitter.
10 seconds remaining.
Twitter and Twitch, why do they have to be so close together?
5 seconds remaining. You really should prepare for battle.
Sorry for the typing noises. Gotta give a reason to follow me, right? There's that tweet. Go look for it if you feel so inspired. Let's quickly introduce the teams, though. We've got Valera with some sweet armor on here on the Silencer, looking awesome. That's that new set, I believe. You have the Silent Guardian coming out, so that's Valera heading into the top lane as a farmer. Going to be backed up by Sexy Bambo, playing potentially... Oh no, it is a supporting Silencer. I take it back. Not farming. Going to be Bambo that's farming. Oh my god. Yeah, Bambo that's farming on the bottom, the Mirana there. Alicia going to be on the Shadow Demon, as it looks like. Virtus Pro. Solo going to be there on the Darkseer. That's going to be their opposition in that lane. But to continue, we've got Mantis in the mid lane on the Timbersnarl, as well as Gasai in the bottom lane, offlaning that Clockwork. On the Dire, will go Cogs first, looking to maybe do a little bit of this trick. See if he can't get that done here tonight. But over to The Radiant, we've already seen Solo. He is going to be that offlaner, looking to maybe block a camp, but doesn't. The Dire. Nice wards here, securing that top lane, helping out mid a little bit as well. With that rune control. Into the mid lane we have Dread on the Earthshaker, looking to just maybe throw out a Fissure and funnel the creep up to the Ancients. We'll see what they want to do. It's going to be Puck, that's going to be Mag in the mid lane. Over to bottom we've got Havost on the Sniper. Looks like he did indeed play the tutorials. He's rocking that Gunslinger cape. Gonna go push Gazai off of that. Wicked Sick in the bottom lane on the Crystal Maiden as Solo picks up a haste. So early on experiencing that surge ability, which he's not going to have to scale. Sees the tri-lane up top, sees that setup with the disruption from Shadow Demon, the arrow to follow by Bambo, decides to just go into the jungle very early on, so probably the right call there. Or maybe he doesn't. Where is he running? He's just doing circles, and there's a Dread looking to secure that mid lane victory. Going to completely deny Timbersaw some farm. A hero that doesn't really do all that bad against Puck. He's got that early burst damage if he can get close enough to Puck, as we see one Whirling Death going off there. But there's that block into the Ancients, going to be funneling up the creep. Looks like 2 of them will be brave enough to follow Dread over into the Ancients. So that's going to deny. He actually probably doesn't even want to get all of them, because then Mag would have to definitely be taking some creep at the tower, which could be dangerous against a Timbersaw actually. Because the trees are there, he could get Super Chain, maybe get a kill, but Mantis gonna be hard to get some levels there. And as the Radiant now experimenting with that Earthshaker, funneling the creep, and I don't know what that means, but I bet he's not too excited about the Ancients coming out here. Yeah, but they're messing around with that Earthshaker. You were always able to do that, actually. I believe. I don't know if the 100 extra Fissure rank was really required, but it's going to be pretty obvious nowadays when you pick Earthshaker what lane you're going to want to be doing that in. So it can be shut down. It's not really all that overpowered, but it's something neat that you can definitely do and work with. As Crystal Maiden harassing back that Clockwork there. That's going to be Wicked Sick. Gasai not able to quite get into lane. Alright. Too many languages I don't understand. We've got Alicia, though, looking to see what Earthshaker's been up to. Earthshaker actually will go down to the bottom lane, so that's Dread. He's going to be stacking up this camp down here and pulling it to continue to get some XP and levels. He's just level 1. You don't really kill the Ancients, so not able to get a lot of XP that way. It just helps shut down this Timbersaw a little early on. We can see Puck leading in the levels. Going to hit level 4 definitely first. Alicia comes in with the Disruption just to be annoying. Showing his presence. Actually surprised he's letting his presence be known. It looks like he will be rotating down to the bottom lane. We've got Valera also doing the pulls here for the Dire. So Silencer trying to pick up some levels in that top lane. Bambo continues to farm 15 and 2, so the highest farm on the map. 14 and 3 here for Havost. On the Sniper being forced to last hit under the tower, missing a couple there. Headshots, pretty good percentage at 40%, so last hitting under the tower, not the hardest thing in the world to do for a Sniper, even early on. That extra 40 damage coming out of that. Shadow Demon blocking up some camps right now. Just sort of being a nuisance. He is still only level 1 right now, yet to really find a place on this map where he can get anything done. Really just waiting on Mirana for Bambo to say, hey, I'm ready to fight, let's do something. Valera with a big Dire creep wave there, taking out some neutrals. Just getting some more XP. As they are in that safe lane, you might as well get some neutrals to go down for you. And Wicked Sick could be in some trouble. Alicia finds him, taking a lot of harass there. That's a level 2, almost level 3 Crystal Maiden. The Fissure. Dread's not going to throw it. Maybe could have blocked him off there, blocking this path. Crystal Maiden could have caught up. Has Freezing Field, has Frostbite. Maybe would have been enough to get him, but only 511 HP on that Shadow Demon. They don't decide to do it. Clockwork is up to just level 2. I'm really surprised he's not messing with the creep, cogging him into the trees, trying to play aggressive and get into some early levels. Let's check out the offlaner for the Radiant. That's Solo. He's up to level 5, although I believe he did start in the jungle. Now heading up here to stop the push. And he definitely, absolutely started in the jungle. Has a bottle early on as well. We'll find Valera. This looks like it is going to be the first blood. Arrow coming through will land right onto Solo. Is there a soul catcher? There is. Solo actually going to be maybe going down for the first blood. Very nice arrow by Bambo. Disruption by Alicia. Not going to be able to get that damage either. There's a soul catcher now. 68 HP remaining. First blood comes from Mag in the mid lane. Oh, no, Mag actually rotates over here. We'll take out the Silencer. So it is Valera that drops nicely done there. The jukes by Solo. It's going to be 2, a double kill first blood for Mag. the puck coming out of the mid lane. Mantis is still there farming. Didn't want to get involved, doesn't have Timber Chain, couldn't have caught up the hill very quickly there and maybe assisted on that. It is Valera that drops. Mag picks it up on the puck, nicely done. Solo, he put the base damage in there with that Ion Shell, but it was a really nice arrow attempt by Bambo to try to stop that aggression. They almost turned it around onto Solo, but Mag quickly rotating over, almost level 6 right now. Now is level 6, has that Dream Coil online as he Bottle Crows to get the mana so he's actually able to use it. And we've actually got Marana, that's Bambo, going for a Midas right now. Also just about to hit level 6. We'll pick up an early point in Moonlight Shadow. Looking to maybe get some ganks on with that. The supports, the offlaner potentially ganking up Havos down here in the bottom lane as he throws out a big assassination onto only a level 3 Clockwork, taking about half of his HP. Just going to continue to let those fly. Get that Clockwork out of the lane, out of XP range, even when he's behind his own tower. Havos has another one here in 5 seconds. And although Havos played the tutorial, as we see the Gunslinger cape, it doesn't look like he went mana boots. So he's not going to be spamming that assassinate all that often. That's a bit of a dive in the mid lane. Mantis into the trees where he likes to be. Solo once again on the edge of his life will live. Another bait by this purple Darkseer. So tantalizing. Solo going to pick up that kill. He's going to go 1, 0, and 2 right now, but involved in every single kill. 4 and 1 here. This looks like Clockwork. What did Clockwork kill Earthshaker? Wait, what? Must have been a while ago. Must have been with a rocket. He's 0, 1, and 1. Didn't notice it actually. Dread himself that Earthshaker will find the haste rune. As Valera and Mantis group up in the mid lane. Clockwork in a lot of trouble. He's got Wicked Sick on the backside of this, looking to throw out the Crystal Nova. Throws out the Frostbite now. They've got the assassination if they need it. They're just going to use it. Mag maybe wanted it, but a nice kill down there. 5 and 1 for the Radiant. And they're the team with that sniper. They're the team that maybe with the sniper we think would be losing early, but they don't decide to aggressive into Sniper at all. He's doing just fine. He's even got himself a kill. That's Havos 2 and 0. 42 CS, so he's right up there. Probably head of the net worth. Actually just behind Marana because of that Midas that she's picked up early on. Shadow Demon could be in some trouble. Getting a little low on HP. The mid lane farm battle pretty even actually, so Puck not quite as good with that burst damage. Doesn't have a Shadow Strike like Queen of Pain. Mantis getting a lot out of this lane. 32 and 10. And he's getting up those early levels that Timbersaw definitely needs early on to get that burst damage out. He's got Chakram now, Warlike Death in level 3. Well, he's going to need those Timber Chains pretty soon if he wants to be a bit more of a threat in the team fights, a little bit more mobility to initiate as well as escape for his team. Puck, though, at 31 and 3, not doing too badly, has treads up as well as a Null Talisman right now. Be interested as they seem to be experimenting a little bit with this Earthshaker with a Sniper as well if they want to maybe pick up an early Veil of Discord here, as it does build from the Null Talisman, but I highly doubt it. That's just a pretty standard early item for Puck there. Meanwhile, on the top lane, we've got Solo dropping a wall onto 2. Will be going down on the Darkseer. Bambo has leapt himself into the trees. It's going to be sitting there for a little while. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, Clockwork will go down to a Fisher. They get the tower as well, 6 to 2. This offlaner has gone down, but he's level 8, and that offlaner, of course, means the Darkseer. That's Solo up to level 8. We check out Clockwork, only level 4. He's died 3 times, and 1, 1, and 2 on Darkseer, so they're getting a lot more involved. Mag into the top lane. We'll find Bambo in the trees, takes him out. Luckily, Puck himself isn't going to get stuck. Valera's here as well, has a last word. But just wait in another 2 seconds here. Mag going to continue to juke and then throw this orb. Can maybe get this kill on Silencer if he wants to. No one else is going to show up. The last word goes out now. He's going to be silenced. He can't take that orb. That was an interesting decision to make right there. They're going to ping him out. That's actually Silencer pinging him, saying, hey, Mag is here, we can kill him. Not going to be the case, though, as he will just go ahead and TP out. Maybe expecting some more TP, so he didn't want to try to retreat this way, as he definitely decided to go the other way. A little bit of a mistake there to throw the orb out before last word, because when you're silenced, you're not going to be able to jaunt. And in Bone 7 style, we've got Solo picking up a Midas on that Darkseer as Bambo going to take out Havos there in the off lane on the bottom. That's a very important kill for him. 2 and 1. He's got the highest CS right now on this bottom, as well as the highest net worth because of the Midas, and he takes out the other team's core hero 1v1. Not that it's very surprising. It's not a very hard gank either. Bottom very good at shutting down any person 1v1, landing those arrows from max range. He'll usually do it. Probably what happened. Even without it, Sniper, not a large threat early on. Only 739 HP, gets bursted down pretty quickly. Has also a Mask of Madness in Havos fashion, looking to be aggressive early on. That being said, it's a fairly common early item here on the Sniper, looking to get that attack speed up pretty soon, as he's got a very tanky Earthshaker to initiate, throw out some Fissures. Well, not very tanky yet, but you know what I mean, tanky enough. Not that vital to the team, needs to get off his spells, then he can die. Bambo pops the Moonlight Shadows, looking for the kill, trying to line up the arrow. Just going to attack, apparently. Now he finds Dread. Will the Starfall hit twice? It looks like it maybe did, but I didn't see the animation, as we are on a European server here. And it's going to be a kill. Mirana. Bambo doesn't even have to use the arrow. He goes a 4-4-1 build, so he's got his burst damage online right now. Puck takes invisibility in the top lane. Solo going to be on no mana, goes back to base. That last word in that disarm being a little bit annoying. Crystal Maiden, meanwhile, Wicked Sick, 0-0 and 1. Hasn't been all that involved here for his team that leads 7-4 here at 10.5 minutes. So we look at the CS, we've got Solo at 61, Havos at 60, Mirana, who's 3-1 but at 58 CS, Timbersaw in the mid lane at 49, Puck at 44. So those are all our cores. Switching over to the net worth, it's pretty much the same. Mirana way out in front, well, not way out in front, but she's there. 5,100, about 100 gold here in front of Havos on the Sniper at 5,000, 4,800 for the Puck, 4,000 for Solo's Darkseer, and then 3,400 for the Timbersaw in the mid lane, falling pretty far behind, 1,400 gold behind Mag's net worth right now on the Puck, just because he's 3-0. He's been rotating a lot. Mantis hasn't done a whole lot in terms of just farming outside of the lane, which is working out for him. I mean, he's getting some early items, has the mana boots, maybe looking towards a Bloodstone as well. Now just getting that Timber Chain though, so we can get involved in some fights. We've got Shadow Demon looking to get onto the map. 0-1-0. He's had literally 0 impact this game, but he's level 5 right now, not doing too bad considering how much he roamed early. Looking to start off with that Disruption, line it up for Bambo's Arrow here.
Dominating.
And I read the chat. Mag gets another kill. Timbersaw gonna go down there. Not able to latch away from the trees because of that change to Timber Chain. It's only level 1 as well, so not a lot of range. Couldn't have even made it to the trees. Mag takes him down along with 3 others. Supposed is here. They're looking to get the push on 8-4 at 12 minutes. Let's check out the graph. We do have a bit of a backstab here by Alicia and Bambo. Already 5,000 lead in golden XP right now for the Radiant. This is looking to get out of hand quickly, as Solo going for a solo kill, once you believe it. Won't have the damage, only living with maybe about 20. Meanwhile, big team fight initiation, arrow to hit Dread. Dread on the Earthshaker will drop down quickly. Alicia taking some tower hits. He's going to be alright though. No, Puck goes in, Waning Rift. Global Silence here as Mantis wants to continue to chase Wicked Sick. Going to go down. Double kill for Bambo here off of the mid lane. They continue to chase Savos. They will give up. Clockwork now at level 6 has the hook. Was able to use it there. So nicely done, 96. As I say, 5,000 advantage favor and golden XP for the Radiant. Suddenly the Dire. Nice initiation there by Shadow Demon and Mirana with the Moonlight Shadows. Clockwork combining with the hook. Burst damage from Timbersaw. They win a nice team fight there in the mid lane. Darkseer was not around. Has that Midas. Wow, Midas as well as a mech. Boots 1 in a bottle here. Going to be completed at just 13 minutes. Solo farming out of his mind right now. Blink forward onto Mantis. Yep, does have that Blink Dagger. It treads as well. So Mag core items online right now. Arcane Boots and supporting still hard. There is Dread buying up the wards. We've got Wicked Sick, Tranquil Boots, a Magic Wand, as well as a Bracer. And checking in back on Havos again. Band of Elven Skin, probably looking to go for a Yasha into a maybe a Manta, could be an SNY. We'll see where he wants to go. Nice arrow from Bambo onto Mag. Mag going to take a fall there. Maybe a little unwarranted as he got himself stuck up in the trees. Maybe they just caught a glimpse of him. I'm not sure if he auto-attacked out or had a bit of a misplay. If Alicia can get a disruption off, let's see if he will be able to. Throws out the Poison Sting, Poison, Shadow Poison for some vision there. Not going to find anyone to put under. Doesn't matter. Bambo doesn't even need it. Dread went into the trees looking for that angle with the Fisher. Doesn't get it. Solo with the wall. Doesn't connect on anyone. Actually does get Shadow Demon, but it's not really the hero you want to get with the wall. Not a lot of big impact wall right there. 10-8 now. A whiff actually by Mag. This means Mantis going to be able to run it away. And meanwhile, on the other side of things, the team not too worried about it. Valera looking to farm. Doesn't have his ultimate right now. Havos going to find Mantis in the trees, and that's not the place you want to find a Timbersaw, especially as a squishy sniper, but it doesn't matter. Puck is there. They get the kill. Hook will miss by Gasai, somehow threading the needle between both Mag and Havos. Here comes a Wicked Sick looking to get involved with the Frostbite as well. Cog's only going to last 5 seconds. They will run out now. Mag actually blinks across. Fisher as well. Double kill for Mag on the puck. Takes out Mantis' Timbersaw. Will take out Gasai as well on the Clockwork as they continue to dive Valera. Valera isn't going to be able to TP. Solo once again has used the vacuum early on. Valera has a TP, but there's too much there. Mag with a triple kill on the puck right now, 13 and 9. There's Bambo on the backside of this, going to go ahead and TP back to base as the Radiant, once again, they flex their muscles and exert their dominance so far this game. It took a couple bad fights early on that I thought were maybe going to come back to bite them. Wicked Sick, going to be the subject of the Purge from Shadow Demon. Crystal Maiden could be going down here quickly. It's got the Soul Catcher as well. Vacuum back here by Solo. They're going to save Crystal Maiden. It looks like it's going to be a death here for Alicia. Will go down. Puck 4 kills in just under a minute. Arrow from Bambo. Going to connect with Roche, and we all know Marana could have hit it with her eyes closed, but eyes were probably open, looking for a hero there, won't connect. 14 to 9, the gold graph continues to climb. A little bit disturbed by that one team fight that went south for the Radiant in the middle lane, but already up to about an 8,000 gold lead, 5,000 XP for the Radiant. So Havost and crew, they're doing it to it. He's got that Yasha out as well. Still very, very squishy, but he's able to sit on the back lines because of the team comp, the Silence, the Dream Coils, the Fissures, everything pretty much. Echo Slam goes out onto 2. They're going to Frostbite out Global Silence here just to get Mantis out of dodge. The headshots, though, are going to be a little too much. There's an Assassination. Don't even need it. Doesn't even go on cooldown. Doesn't use the mana as Mag is there. Able to take out that Timbersaw. The Global Silence backfires. Havost, call him headshot. Got about 5 of them in a row. Timbersaw not able to Timber Chain away. And doesn't matter. Silence not going to stop those headshot procs. And Valera going to get one-man Dream Cold right now. Going to break it. Trying to get back to base. Hook in. Going to hit Dread. Is Gasai on the Clockwork. Valera to drop. Nice wall there as well, onto 2. Arrow comes through by Bambo. Dread able to dodge despite being locked up in the cogs. So nicely done, 17 to 10. Some hyper aggression coming out from the Radiant as they continue to fight. Bambo gonna get a little lucky. It only takes him 1 headshot, even stunned up a little bit there. I feel like they could have had him. Havost had another Assassinate. Wicked Sick could have Nova Frostbit. Only 3 up right now. Timbersaw comes back, TPs to the tower. Dread full mana. Doesn't have that Echo Slam, already used it. Fisher coming off a cooldown now. We'll see if they want to try to get Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon basically dead right now. Vacuuming back as well as Solo onto 2. Frostbite into Mantis. Nice communication between Crystal Maiden and Darkseer. They get them both off of that vacuum. Frostbite Nova to follow. Arrow goes out. Will hit a creep. Who spoiled Bambo's shot? He's had some really good arrows and good performance in this game. Phase Drums, Midas, Yasha. Gonna throw out a Starfall. Will land twice. Last word as well. That's enough to burst down Havost. That was a beautiful play right there. Bambo positions himself so he knows he's only going to hit the Starfall on 1. That means 525 damage out to Havost, as well as the last word dealing another 300. Really cheeky play there, if you will let me use that phrase, to take out Havost. The most farmed, not even the highest net worth, so I take it back. Not the most farmed either, but a core hero as some more aggression comes out. Freezing Field for Mag. Dread starting it off with a Fisher. They catch out Gasai on the Clockwork. Bambo drops quickly before that by the Sentry Ward here. That's their own Sentry Ward, but they saw where he was going with the Radiant Ward on the high ground, in the middle high ground there. And they take him out, 21 to 11. The Radiant lead by 10. Bambo's still the highest net worth, though, 8,400. He's 8 and 2 right now, 77 and 7. So a very nice number to have there on Last Hits Denies. Maybe won a little bit more than that at 18 minutes, but just all 7s. It's very lucky. Maybe they can bring this game back from the brink as a result. Solo, meanwhile, 8,400, 500 net worth now, taking that spot for number 1. Also has a Midas in tow, as well as that mechanism, and another 2,400 gold. Looking to go Shivas or Sheepstick here pretty quickly, I would imagine, as Mag in the bottom lane continues to split push it out. Dagon, Blink, Power Treads, it's one of those games they're winning that hard. Over 10,000 in both categories already for the Radiant. Looking at the kills, 11 and 1 on Puck. Did not realize there were that many kills. Mag is 11, 1, and 4 on this Puck coming out of the mid lane. Also has a Dagon in tow. Then we've got Marana, 8 and 2. Sexy Bambo doing pretty well for himself. 4 and 1 on Solo. Goes with that 4 staff as the next item, actually. Phase Yasha and a Mask of Madness. I think another item may be coming out to Havost. He had a bit more money than that, as Mag picks up another kill before we can even blink. Takes out Clockwork in the bottom lane. And going straight for an Ags here is, who was that again? Wicked Sick, the Crystal Maiden. 12 and 1 on Mag right now. 100 CS on the Darkseer, so leading the last hits, leading the kills over on the Radiant, and they're up 11, make it 12 now as Alicia goes down to Mag's aggression. Gonna get another hero here. 23-11. The Pinks come out to defend the mid-tier 2, but with 3, now 4 heroes, you're falling so far behind. We look at the levels. Shadow Demon, they're going to be the lowest there at 7 mag, as well as Solo up there at 14. Havo's going to be burst down quickly along with Wicked Sick. The Timber Chain doesn't land, but Valera going to get some intelligence stacks there. Meanwhile, 3 other heroes in the bottom lane. So they lose 2. It's going to be Havost again at core hero on that sniper. Their carry, if you will, but right now Mag doing most of that. So they do get the tower in the bottom lane as Bambo once again exerts his lead out there. On the net worth chart, 9,600. Mag going to be silenced up. Another nice pick off here by the Dire. So Signs of Life, Dream Coil Wall though by Solo isn't going to get anybody actually. There's an Echo Slam by Dread with the battery assault, won't let him get off the Fissure, so Solo going to have to continue to run, and that's 4 heroes down for only losing a tier 2 tower. That trade is almost worth it here for the Dire just to get back in this game, get some much needed levels up. Let's see, Solo once again going back in, looking for some kills, has that Force Staff. Here comes Mag as well. Dagon off of cooldown right now. Probably will just go ahead and use it, but it's not going to be enough. Kasai will live. He's up to level 9 right now, so he's got max battery assault, maxed, not quite maxed rocket flare. He's working on it. Alright, if you guys are watching in-game, make sure to check out the stream, twitch.tv/NeoDota. That is where I, Helium, am casting it tonight. I'm just going to do a couple. You may notice I'm trying to be a little quiet. Recently moved, so some people are around these days. Nice thought process to blink out there. This time he's going to try to silence, get that silence off. If he can throw the orb, he can live. Not enough time. Silence going to persist. Bambo with the kill there. Havos getting a rune in the top lane, going to go farm and push it out. Although he's still very, very susceptible to ganks. He's got some fast move speed here, going 428, but not going to be able to get out in time if he gets stunned up or even hooked by that clockwork arrow by Bambo. He's got to be careful. No Shadow Blade on him. Wicked Sick in the mid lane has a gem, tanking up with the point booster as well as the Ogre Club. Checking back in on the Solo, going with that Midas mechanism and the Force Staff, now finishing up Mana Boots with another 1,000 gold. He's looking to be a force this entire game. And speaking of force, forces aggressively into Bambo, and he's going to eat an arrow as a result. Solo's probably going to go down here. No, we'll be able to surge away. The Starfall was just on a cooldown. With the Starfall, maybe would have had enough just to do it. But Solo wants to stick around for that Midas usage. Potentially. No? Yeah, there he goes. Gets that one creep. Just coming off cooldown. Gonna dodge that arrow. Quick fingers at the nighttime. Silence goes out by Valera. People can still TP though. He has a force. Gonna buy some time with that. Trying to run away here. Gonna surge out as the TPs come in. It's Wicked Sick. Not a lot of mana. Shadow Demon gonna go ahead and disrupt. Ultimate comes out. Brings Shadow Demon very low. Solo gonna get caught though by Gasai. Not before getting the kill as Shadow Demon walks straight through the wall there. So 2 go down. I'm not sure where Timbersaw died though. In the mid lane, Mag took him out. Going to take out Clockwork as well. So this trade goes 3-0, leaping over the cliff. Going to go ahead and TP out is Bambo. As Sniper going to go ahead and get Silencer with maybe some auto attacks. Could have been an Assassinate as well. They lose 4. Bambo the only one to get out. The Dire once again up by 10. And the net worth, a little bit of a dip there, especially in the XP as the Radiant were taking some pickoffs. They actually took out 4 of the Radiant for not losing any hero, so XP dips back down, but it's quickly on its way back up to over 12,000. Gold's already there as the Roshan. They're heading into the Roche pit. Roshan in trouble. They know immediately. Bambo, of course, with that arrow, probably just going to help out by hitting Roche. No, he aims it. He hits Mag. It's going to be a 5-second stun there. As Mantis coming in, wants to layer up the chakram. There is, of course, 1 tree. Anyone has tangos left, now's the time to cut it down. Looks like they won't. Timbersaw clearing a bit of a path here. Going to be able to walk out onto the cliff. Assassinations go out onto Bambo. Not going to throw the arrow. We'll throw it now. It's not going to land. It gives some vision. At least they know where Havost and Wicked Sick are. Solo did grab that invisibility rune. Let's check out if there's any reveal up on the team. They're smoked up themselves on the Dire, actually. Looking to contest this Roche quickly. They've got 1 sentry down, so at least Darkseer's not going to be able to sneak up on him, but he wedges himself inside of these trees. They have no idea he's here. Solo going to come with this backstab, potentially. But the backstab may happen in the mid lane. Havost is in a lot of trouble over here. That's going to be the damage. Havost goes down. Nice Echo Slam by Dread. Looking to get off the Fissure, but he can't because of battery assault. Dread a little upset about it. Not able to get off that Fissure. Yeah, FU Clockwork. Mag goes down as well. Double kill here for Mantis. on that Timbersaw solo with the wall, trying to get that backstab. Wicked sick as well. Throws the ultimate, will be force staffed away, but it's going to be a triple kill. That was a teammate's force staff trying to maximize that channel duration. Force does not cancel it, so he gets Wicked sick out of dodge, but it doesn't matter. Crystal made it to go down, and the Dire looked to be coming back into this game in a big way. Suddenly, they might be right back into this game. The Radiant just can't keep these team comps. They keep getting picked off, and they can't get their wombo combo together. Can't get that Fissure off after the Echo Slam on Earthshaker because of the battery assault. It's been pretty annoying. Not able to channel out these full freezing fields, as the hook is going to be pretty annoying. Canceling spells, and it looks like the Dire now are going to be the team that will actually be taking the Roshan. Of course, Dread is here on the Earthshaker already. He's got a Blink. There's no Echo. He's got a Fissure to be a little annoying with. Everyone is pretty low. Dread gets a little too close. We'll throw out the Fissure. Not going to be enough to take Valir. Gasai actually able to run through Mantis. His 4th kill in under a minute. Now dominating. Delayed ultra kill, if you will. He's 6, 6, and 8 over to the net worth. It's still 3 of the top 5 for the Radiant, as they've got a Midas on that Darkseer. Havos farming very nicely on Sniper. And some people respawning. Roche is going to go down. They're going to hand over the Aegis to Bambo, who does need to get a usage on that. Mag going to blink in and go with the Dream Coil. Looks like going to go ahead and leap out with that BKB, as well as TPing out as Silencer back to the base. Mantis, the only one to fall, does give up the dominating streak. But Roche, the Aegis over with Bambo, so he's going to hold on to that. 28-23, only a 5-kill disadvantage for the Radiant, coming back from what was 12, maybe even up to 13 at one point. Clockwork Blade Mail going to finish up Treads right now as well. Bambo has that BKB, as it did just save his life, allowing him to leap out of the Roche pit. Displayed a really nice 2-man Dream Coil, maybe even 3-man Dream Coil by Mag right in the pit as he continues to farm. Has a Dagon. And as the other team starts picking up BKBs or picking up Mantas like Podham here, also has the BKB as well. It's going to be the only BKB for a while, probably. There's a Blade Mail on Clockwork, Blade Mail on Timbersaw as well. Just to limit the targets that Havost is going to have. If they pop their Blade Mail, Havost is going to do quite a bit of damage back to himself, especially with that Mask of Madness activated. So we'll see what they can do with that. Why is Falcon Bandwagon typing Korean in the stream chat? Just Korean letters, not even words. Are you trying to learn the alphabet? As I see Kalende, huge throws here for the Radiant. Yeah, I would say so. 1 and 8, 1, 8, and 10 on Dread. He just can't really get anything done. Havost is an easy pickoff because he's Sniper. Didn't even go for a Shadow Blade, as it did get pretty nerfed. And he's just going stats, headshot, take aim. Not going to worry about shrapnel at all this game. Up to another 1,000 gold. Has a BKB though. That's going to be pretty big for that next team fight coming up. As Alicia and Gasai looking to get things done. Not so much together. Both probably trying to back up Bambo. They have those setup spells, the hook to the cogs, as well as the disruption for Bambo's arrow that he's been spot on with. Bambo's played an amazing game here on this bottom, landing some great arrows without even setups, killing Havost by himself, landing some blind arrows on Dread as he was hiding in the trees earlier in the mid lane. But also Mag, maybe really the player of the game. 15 and 4. We'll give Bambo the second player of the game. 11, 2, and 10. Arguably maybe a hero a little harder to use than Puck. I don't know. I'd say they're both pretty high skill.
Ever been cause for celebration?
Pretty situational abilities as well on the both of them. But 15 kills for Puck, 11 for the Queen. The Queen of Pain. No, not the Queen of Pain. The Priestess of the Moon, the Marana. Still leading the net worth. 16,000 just about. Way, way out in front. Sniper only at 12.7. Even the Darkseer with the Midas started to slow down, as he normally does later into the game. Great 5-man hero needs to get involved. We've got Bambo trying to follow Mag. This could be a huge pick-off. Mag will go into the fight. Bambo needs to land this arrow. Will he be able to find it? Mag is now aware of his presence. Not going to be able to. There's the ball. Going to go ahead and jaunt out of this. Bambo leaping across. Hook over onto Havost as well. The throws continue. More like just a really nice game being played here by the Dire. Onto the comeback. These pick-off potential there with the Timber Chain, the hooks, the arrows. Another arrow to fly out, not going to hit anybody. Mantis, Chakra Cone off cooldown now, will throw it on Dread. Dread going to go down, throws out the Echo Slam even before dying. That's going to be his 9th death, 1, 9, and 10. It's a shame he got the kill. If they still win this, could have been maybe going for the Milk Award here, as now only trailing by 3 kills, looking to pick up the middle tier 2 tower. Havost looks a little frustrated there, drawn all over the map. Another arrow, fishing for some kills there. Will miss solo. And then Silencer now, how many? He's got 20 stacks of intelligence stolen up, so with just shreds and some bracers, he's still going to be offering quite a bit of right click there with the Glaives of Wisdom, which he does decide to max even over Curse of the Silent. Despite the change, you no longer need Curse of the Silent to get that intelligence steals mags with a nice coil. They take out the Aegis. That's the coil wasted to take out Puck with Aegis, or Murano with Aegis, excuse me. Arrow goes out, fishing for some more. Kasai lands a hook. Decides not to cog up against that Darkseer. The wall has been wasted, so the Dire may back off and look to just take another tier 2. They don't want to go high ground yet. They need to still catch up. They need to get these towers. They've turned the game completely around. Slight gold lead still for the Radiant, but it is fleeting. As XP already back to normal. Assassination coming out there. That was a blade mail, so Havost actually doesn't take any damage from that. Maybe should have. Double kill here for Bambo. Havost with the BKB, looking to go ahead and fight this. Trying to get out this Shadow Demon. He does have the Demonic Purge. Can he throw it off in time onto Havost? I imagine he might. There it goes. Havost now going to be in trouble. They notch it up here at the 30.5-minute mark. 29-29. Wow. Puck in the mid lane still not quite out of dodge. 4 go down for just 1. The Clockwork 4-for-1 trade, almost 5 as Mag gets really low there. Able to escape with about 15 HP. Now this Dagon as the other team gets stronger, becoming more of a useless item. And that's why it is an item you get early, but if you start to fall behind, it's going to be pretty hard to get back into the game with just a Dagon, as now almost 2,000 HP, Blade Mails as well as a Bloodstone on Mantis. We've got Silencer tanking up to 1,600 HP, 1,000 HP on Shadow Demon, 4 Staff as well as an Urn. Hard to bring down, 1,500 on Gasai. Blade Mail treads, again, Mantis picking up another kill, will actually continue to chase Puck. Brings him down. So I suppose at the end of the day, it pretty much was a team lane as Puck eventually goes down. And then we've got Murano with the BKB, Mantis style, the Hand of Midas. Drums phase from the early game and now working into a Butterfly as she picks up the Eagle song. So Bambo looking to carry his team, and 6,000 gold ahead on the net worth charts. He's at almost 19k, and Havost just shy of 13,000. Now picking up some crit, looking to up his damage just a little bit more. But is it going to be enough? He's easily picked off, even with the BKB between the arrow and the hook here from the Clockwork. So Havost, it's always a tough game when you're going to play Sniper, especially when your team can't buy you as much space as you need. It seems to be, despite the Radiant being so far ahead, the Dire got a few key pickoffs, and then they just started to dominate and control the tempo of this game. Arrow will miss there from Bambo. Here comes Dread. Are they going to be able to bring him down? He will pop the BKB and Manta. Going to continue to chase Dread. Dread going to fall, and it's going to be enough to do it. One more attack from Bambo. He gets it. Creep aren't really helping him out there, but he will be able to escape. Puck picks up a BKB now as well. After that Dagon. So not having another big item like maybe a Sheepstick or an Ools instead of that Dagon is really going to start to hurt him now, as his team has begun to fall behind. 31-29, the Dire lead by 2 kills, and the gold graph just about at even. XP now in favor of the Dire, so not only... Well, I'd actually have to say no one really has the better late game lineup here. Maybe just because the Sniper, the Radiant do, but with this momentum, that 16,000 shift in XP, not to mention the gold doing about just the same, about a 10,000 shift so far. The momentum is very much with the Radiant. Silencer a little far out there by himself, not quite by himself as Murana is here, looking to maybe get away. We'll pop the ultimate. Here comes his team on the backside of things. Clockwork looking for a hook. Let's see if he can find anyone. We'll find Havost. Doesn't even opt to go for it. They think it's just Bambo. Bambo takes out Crystal Maiden by himself. Havost will see Gasai trying to creep up on him and get him. On the backside of things, Puck trying to go ahead and escape. Will be able to ethereal jaunt over the cliff, as it looks like the Dire may be retreating. A nice Fisher by trying to start things off. Beautiful wall, Echo Slam, Dream Coil, Vacuum, everything going off by the Radiant. 4 people go down, and there's the door back into this game. I can't believe I'm saying back into the game for the Radiant at just 34 minutes. 33-32, the Radiant now back ahead. Platinum doesn't go down. Bambo continues to farm. Will actually get the Butterfly online right now. 16, 2, and 13 on Bambo's Murana. Alright, so a little bit of a lull in the action. Let's see what Mag's got for himself. There's a Demon Edge coming out to Havo, so he looks to be cleaning up or finishing up that Daedalus pretty soon. Sending that bottle back to base from Solo, it looks like. Yeah, and then just so you guys know, while there is a bit of a lull in the action, we see this Smoke Ink, but I do have a European Elite League ticket to give away. We can do that. I'm only going to cast one more game after this, as it is getting late over here, people sleeping, going to work tomorrow. So I'm going to cast one more game. After that game, we will do a EEL ticket giveaway, so stay tuned for that. Make sure to watch that next game. And we'll do that right after the next game. But this one's still underway. Roshan respawning in a 9 to 10 minute period. It looks like it's going to be about, it was a 9 minute, maybe 40-second respawn time. It's coming back up though in 1 more second. Rosh has respawned. Just a little bit of randomness, some chaos thrown into 6.79 with that Rosh timer. In the bot lane though, we've got Havost in trouble being hunted down. The arrow going to be off the mark, even though it was point blank. Havo's going to be able to get away with that move speed up to 522 with the Mask of Madness and the phase popped. There's his escape mechanism right there. He's really fast. Alright, it's been 33-32 for a while. I think this is the longest downtime in action this game thus far. We could probably check it out. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty accurate statement, minus the first maybe 3 minutes in the game. But there's another wall Echo Slam out by Dread, just onto one. That's going to be Bamboo. They sheep him up, they take him down. That sheep will drop away that evasion, so they take him down quickly. Mantis going to be breaking that Dream Coil. He's going to go down as well, and Havo's going to be able to go ahead and clean that up as Puck once again on the scoreboard. 18-5 is Mag's Puck. What a performance here from him tonight with that Dagon. Looks like he put it to use there. Was able to take out Alicia. And then find himself in a regen room. The second Rosh has already respawned, so the Radiant going to go right in for it. It's only a Silencer and a Clockwork. They're not going to be able to do too much as Solo continues to push out the lanes, maybe so that the Dire don't even expect it, but they send a rocket. They know exactly what's going on. Dread getting pretty low. Roshan almost about to kill him as he's only level 13 there on the Shadow Demon. There's the hook in by Gasai, looking to try to steal this up. Gonna get stunned for an incredibly long amount of time. I don't even know what was doing that. Nag wants to continue to chase. Is he going to take the ball? He actually will follow the orb. Chakram going to be returned to Mantis from over the wall. And the Aegis, it will actually be going over to Havost, who's got a Daedalus, BKB, Yasha, Sheepstick, Mechanism, Force Staff on Solo, the Darkseer. BKB, that's been up a while now on Puck, as well as the Blink Dagger. Wicked Six still working towards that Aghanim Scepter on the Crystal Maiden. Over to the Dire, we've got Valera with the Mechanism as well as a Force Staff. We've got a Bloodstone and a Blade Mail on Mantis, maybe looking towards a Hood here, or a Shiva's with that Plate Mail. Just some armor and some magic resistance that's pretty cheap to obtain. Force Urn up on the Shadow Demon. There's a Blade Mail on Gasai's Clockwork, and then Bambo still. Is he leading that net worth chart still? He is indeed at 21,000. Checking out his items, he's got Phase, Butterfly, Manta, BKB, Midas, as well as those drums still with 1 charge actually. He's going back for some crit. He's going to pick up that Crystallis here in just about 125 gold. And I see some people in the chat talking about that Dire Tide event. It was pretty fun. So was the Grieveling / Frostavis being cancelled. However, I really am missing out on some of those heroes that I love to play in Dota 1 that still aren't in the game. So I'd prefer heroes over seasonal game modes. And I also don't think they're going to be releasing any more game modes, because from what I've noticed from Cyborg Matt's blogs, it looks like they're really pushing just custom game creation by anybody. So probably going to be working more on not only 6.79, maybe some patch balancing, new heroes, and those custom game modes, and whatever else Valve may have up their sleeves for this game. Obviously creating hats. As there is a Moonlight Shadow, they're going to find it out. Havost will pop the BKB. There's the ball, but no vacuum to follow it up because of the Global Silence. The first one to drop is going to be the Shadow Demon, as the Aegis is going to be dropped off there by Havost. So Kasai drops quickly. That's a pickoff of 2. The Radiant, they don't want to lose this game. They don't want to have thrown, and that's going to disjoint. Wow. Bambo able to get away there. Little did he know that that leap wasn't going to save his life. Well, he probably did. That's why he threw it out. But a nice 2-man dream coil there by Mag. Dread on the backside of this with a big Fisher. Wicked sick. First full duration freezing field of the game. Well done. It's a double kill for the Crystal Maiden. Looking to pick up that axe and do even more damage. 41-32. The Radiant turn it back on this game. They're turning it around. Already back up. The game was a bit of a ride, and it looks like the Radiant may be getting off that ride with a victory, as it's 41-32. They're back up by 9 kills here. Arrow coming out. Havos quickly to dodge it. You'd hope so with 428 move speed. The tier 3 tower in the bottom lane going to be dropping the racks in trouble as well. There's an Echo Slam as well as the Fisher. Bambo sheeped up immediately. Who actually has the sheepstick? It's going to be that Darkseer, of course. That sheepstick coming up huge right now. That puck could have had maybe a little earlier as well if it wasn't for that Dagon as they started to let the game slip away. But it looks like Solo playing like a boss this game, picking up the perfect items. And he's going to be able to go ahead and TP out. Oh, sorry, that was the TP in actually by Mantis here. Someone's going to get picked off. SD puts under Puck. Puck going to try to blink out of this one if he can. Won't be able to. BKB's up. Going to follow the orb over there, but it's not going to be fast enough. Alright, they lose 1 on the retreat, so it's not ideal for the Radiant, but hey, they did just get a Rax at 41 minutes. It is a pretty long game thus far, pretty delayed game. Tons of action though, more than a kill per minute, almost 2 kills a minute. Another nice wall vacuum as well as a Fisher, and a bit of a choke point here, so yeah, it's a little awkward for the Radiant as the Dire looking to gear up on that narrow choke point. Sparta, Thermopylae. I think that's where that was, right? My history is pathetic as Wicked Sick with that BKB forgets about that. Another full freezing field. Havos with a double kill as well. And we've got Silencer going to be taking a fall vacuum back by Solo. And he's going to go down 45-34. 4 drop for the Radiant. Now looking to maybe take out that mid tier 2. Go into the mid lane of Rax. There's the Courier just chilling. Well, that's actually a pretty cool effect for Stumpy, those cobwebs. I like it. It's an Immortal Courier now. Unusual Immortal. That's probably worth a pretty nice chunk of change there. That Alicia, that Shadow Fiends, Shadow Demons, I don't even know. Shadow Demons Courier as Bambo gonna land a hook in the mid lane. I was going to look at that Courier snipe that Havos will go ahead and pick off there, so it dies. Havos cleans it up, but Bambo again lands another nice arrow, takes out a support that's been getting a lot done. He's 6'6" and 17, so Crystal Maiden, the presence has been felt this game by the Crystal Maiden. Some 2 or 3 completed freezing field channels, doing a lot of the team fights. Picked up a double over here earlier on that led to the fight that went into the getting the bottom racks there. The Radiant now looking to secure this game. They're way out in front, almost up to that 20,000 advantage in gold and XP. They did lose it for a second. They never dropped in gold. They've actually been leading the entire game. XP, though, did end up jipping over 5k advantage for the Dire, but right back at 20,000, almost a 25,000 swing in XP over the last 10 minutes. As there have been some incredible wombo combos here between Dread, Echo Slam, as well as Fishers, combined with the wall vacuums and Dream Coil silences. It's been off the hook between Puck, Earthshaker, and Darkseer this game. That's exactly what put them right back into the game. Havos was getting picked off. They were all getting picked off. BKB goes out there. Won't get Havos out of the silence. Looks like he BKB'd beforehand, as well as the Manta, so he won't drop the silence, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't really have abilities. Kills himself on a Blade Mail, unfortunately. There's the wall onto 2. Dream Coil as well to follow it up. The Waning Rift initiating inside of that. And yeah, Mag doing a really good job there, but no one's dead yet. Mantis, here comes Dread once again with a baseball bat. Trying to take out Mirana. Solo trying to run away. Isn't going to make it. Will go down. It's 3 for 3. Actually make it 4 for 2. Mirana somehow lives through that bullseye, says Bambo. Landing a big arrow in that team fight apparently. Didn't quite notice it in all the confusion, but Bambo, yeah, follow that guy on Twitter. He's been killing it tonight. Definitely deserves the followers. What is his performance right now? 19-3 and 16. He's dethroned Mag as win or lose. I'd have to say Bambo, player of the game. Absolutely. Now has that Crystallis online. Can finish up the Daedalus if he wants it. So proven Mirana can carry with the best of them. Well, maybe Sniper's not the best of them, but also got a Daedalus, another Demon Edge going for possibly double Daedalus, possibly MKB, Manta style BKB, and that Mask of Madness from early on. Ghost Scepter now up on Earthshaker just because Mirana's not just starting to hurt, but really, really hurts at this point of the game. Level 25. We've got 2 level 25s. Not something you see every day, especially in 6.79. 25 on Sniper, as well as Sexy Bambo's Bottom. It's no player to sneeze at here on the Sniper. It is Havost himself, considered probably one of the best carries in the Western scene. Maybe not before TI3, but at TI3 I feel like he really proved himself as one of the best carries, absolutely, at least in my opinion. Meanwhile, Darkseer on the deck, level 24, but back to the net worth. The graph that really tells it all right now. Maybe not as much as the kills, actually. Let's see, Shadow Demon, 1 and 12. Dread was having a really tough time getting anything done early. Couldn't get off the Fishers because of battery assault from Clockwork. He was 1 and 8. Now he's 2 and 13, but those 17 assists have been huge. He's definitely a part of this team coming back into the game after pretty much throwing it, and it's still not over yet. The Dire are out for blood. World Sick gonna go down. Wicked Sick, excuse me. Valera gonna be obliterated here by Havost. Havost, meanwhile, though, in a bit of trouble. His BKB is gonna run out. He will drop down there. Bambo with a double kill continues to fight. Earthshaker gets off the ultimate, but will drop down immediately. Bambo just doing so much damage right now. Take down Mag. That's a triple kill for Bambo's Bottom at the moment. 48-43. They wipe 4, and the graph is about to turn around in the other direction, all the way back towards the Dire. Can they actually win this game? They've got maybe a little bit better of a lineup overall, but they got so far behind early. The Radiant just playing it so well early on, up to a 10,000 advantage. They took a lot of towers early, as well as winning the team fights. Puck was going pretty crazy on people, picked up an early Dagon, but since then they struggled. And then Earthshaker, as well as Darkseer, put him back into the game. And now the Dire, they Moonlight Shadow up, or they smoke up, one or the other. Looks like it was a Moonlight Shadows. And these wall, they've even gotten a perfect Echo Slam wall combo along with the Dream Coil, and they lost that fight 5-3 or 5-2, I believe. Another arrow goes out, searching for somebody, won't find him, but the tier 3 tower in a lot of trouble. Havost up in 30, Puck up in 20. There's Earthshaker, doesn't have an Echo Slam for another 40 seconds. The tier 3 tower will be taking a fall. Now they're looking on the racks, they're looking to even this game up in terms of map control, or at least lane control, taking out the mid lane of Rax. Arguably a better lane to get first than bottom.
Has fallen. Radiant's lovely.
Actually, I take that back. I don't know if it is. I feel like I like it the side Rax better. Just because it's more... Ooh, is that a whiff Dream Coil, or did she just BKB out of it? Bambo now terrorizing. Wicked Sick gonna go down. Has the BKB. Will actually go to back out of that. Not gonna be stunned up as a result of the BKB, so he turns and books it to the high ground. Another arrow from Bambo, not going to land, going to hit a creep. Unless he gets a CS on the retreat. Puck going forward here with the orb, not going to be able to find anybody as Bambo, Alicia, and Gasai going to go ahead and retreat. Roche has actually just respawned, picking up a haste. Maybe they want to turn this around. The wall is now online, Echo Slam is now online. Looks like Freezing Field has went off, but this Roche has respawned. Shadow Fiend is going to... Shadow Demon! Oh my god, how many times have I said Shadow Fiend this game? Shadow Demon going to go ahead and scout it out there. Arrow come out again. Not going to be able to hit anybody. So the Radiant, they definitely form a response. They realize Roshan is up. They saw the Dire maybe sitting around here. They've got a nice ward. That probably saw some of them chilling in the river thinking about it. The Radiant, though, they're going to quickly go for this Roche. Are the Dire in a place to fight? Clockwork's running over, but let's not miss the action at the pit. Roche is getting very low. Havost is obliterating it up to the high ground now. He's going to be stunned up. Sacred Arrow landed. He's going to drop it before he can do anything. Gets the Manta off, but it doesn't matter. Bambo sheeped up. No one to focus now that Havost is down. Dread in trouble as well. Running back through the friendly wall, but it's not going to matter. He will go down. Bambo with a triple kill off of this team fight. Again, another triple kill. Bambo's 25-3 right now on this pod. I'm absolutely obliterating as Puck running from the rest of the Dire team as Bambo continues to chase. Will give up the chase there. So Mag is going to live as well as Solo. The two slippery heroes a little harder to kill, but this means the Roche can go right over to the Dire, who would only trail by 2 right now. XP back down to equilibrium. But at this point in the game, they're equal on racks. They both have insane items. Their carries are jacked here as we approach 49 minutes. It's really just the next team fight. Buyback is probably the best graph to be sitting on right now. Potom has a buyback. Earthshaker as well as Clockwork has a buyback. So Earthshaker the only buyback for the Radiant. No one else even close, as we're going to have a quick pause here by Mantis. Alright, Solo there in the mid lane with the Sheep with an AC with a mechanism right now. Going to be hooking onto Solo. The arrow there by Bambo as well. Looks like Solo going to be taking a quick fall. Some more intelligence. Up to 40 stacks right now. High killing games definitely favor those heroes like Pudge, like the Silencer. Telling everyone to shh. I think that's one of the best hero trash talks in the game there from Silencer. When he gets those kills, ends those sprees. But it's the Throne that's under attack right now. Tier 4 tower already going down. Both tier 4s are going to be dropping. Oh, there's a big ult on the backside by Dread. Immediately silenced up, but it doesn't take out anyone. Hit a lot of creep, not a lot of anything else. Mag tries to get things done. Already very low. Wicked Stick goes down immediately. This looks to be the game. Buyback by Earthshaker. Both trying to do as much damage as he can to Mantis. BKB just to run away. Taking damage from Bambo, though. Bambo going to be put under there by Alicia. Of course, actually, who does have the Aegis right now? Or did it already drop? No, Aegis is on Mantis. And Bambo's going to go down. Verbose takes him out with the Assassinate. 2 gems on the deck right next to each other, believe it or not. Sort of fountain diving. It looks like the Radiant Ancient is under attack. It should be going down in base race fashion. Oh my god, the Dire one under attack as well. Which one's going to go first? It's very, very close. We'll stay tuned here as the Dire do win it. Was a base race. Absolutely at the end of it. Boots of Travels were being purchased up to try to maybe turn it in their favors, but not able to. Very, very close game. 50-50 was the final score, believe it or not. Look at this. Well, we can't look at the graph anymore, but it was very topsy-turvy. The Radiant out to an early lead. Throws and then throws, or at least maybe outplaying and then outplaying. But it looks like the Dire are able to turn it around, so a big comeback for them here in this game. I'm Helium, and I'll go ahead and cast one more for you tonight. Sorry, I have to keep it a little quiet as I did move. I now have roommates, so I can't be screaming here at midnight. So a little bit of apologies there, as I'm kind of whispering it up, as we'll be bringing you another game soon. And then of course stay tuned, there will be a giveaway after the next game. That's going to be a European Elite League ticket, so make sure to stick around for that. We'll catch you pretty soon.